couple weeks ago, I shared a picture on Instagram of Siopao, and I asked you guys if you wanted a video of how to make it. So I finally had the chance to make it for you guys. And then I asked if you guys prefer bolo bola or asado. And I'm surprised everyone, majority said asado because I'm a bolo bolo fan. So for those who don't know, bolo bola is a meatball stuffed with egg and sometimes Chinese sausage inside of a steam bun, which is called siopao in Filipino. But the most popular one was asado, which is more of shredded meat, and usually it's pork or chicken. But in today's video, I show you how to make asado with chicken. So enjoy!
So first we're going to get the yeast ready. I just put a little bit of water and then a pinch of sugar to activate the yeast. I'm going to let that set aside for probably 3 to 5 minutes. And then I'm going to get my dry ingredients ready. So you will need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/3 cup of sugar, a 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder. So you're going to mix all of the dry ingredients first before you put your wet ingredients. All right, next you're going to add your yeast into your dry ingredients and let that mix together. Once that's done mixing together, you're going to add your warm milk a little at a time and let everything combine and mix together nicely. Next, you're going to get 3 tablespoons of shortening, and I'm just going to cube it up so it's easier to mix and combine together. So I'm going to let everything all mix together. So I'm getting the water ready. I'm just going to guesstimate how much water I'm going to put because I want it to be sticky. I don't want the dough to be dry. So you just have to eyeball the water you put in and continuously check your dough. So you're going to let it keep mixing until the mixing bowl is clear of the dough. That's when you know when it's ready. So as you can see here, all of the dough is scraped off from the mixing bowl. So I'm going to check it to make sure and just make it a good pound and mix in my hands. And you know it's ready to set aside and let it rise. I'm going to let it rise for probably 1 to 2 hours and then it's going to double in size. Next, I am going to make the asado. So you're going to just pour some oil and some garlic in the Instant Pot in saute option. And then I'm going to dice up my chicken breast and add it to my Instant Pot. And I used probably about 2 to 3 chicken breasts here. So I just want to put it in diced pieces and do a quick saute on that before you add the marinade part. So I did a quick mix and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of hoisin. So this gives it that sweet and salty flavor at the same time. And then I'm going to add some brown sugar. And I believe I probably use 1.5 teaspoons. So this brings out the sweetness from the hoisin and then 1 bay leaf. And I'm going to let this cook in the Instant Pot on high pressure for about 8 to 10 minutes. And I just added a little bit of water just so it has some liquid. So like I was saying, I'm going to let it cook on high pressure for 8 to 10 minutes. Since it's chicken breast, it should cook fairly quickly. So once it's done, you want to take out the chicken and dice it and shred it all up and add it back into your Instant Pot so it can continue to marinate in that sauce. And then you're just going to wait until your dough is ready. So just keep chopping up that into small pieces and then add it back into your Instant Pot. All right, now the dough is ready. I'm just gonna check it out and mix it together. And you can see it double in size. Here, you're just gonna knead it a little bit or pound it like Paxton did before I separate out into halves. So here I am going to half it and then cut it into 4 to 5 pieces. And I'm using a food scale to make sure my measurements are somewhat even. I am going to measure it. So you want to weigh it about maybe 1.5 ounces. These are going to be small, so you can make your siopao how big or small you want it. Once that's ready, you're just going to roll it out. So you're going to roll it out evenly across all sides. So you want to continue to just go in a circular motion and let it roll out and roll out until it's not too thin and not too thick before you add the asado. So I'm going to add 1.5 spoons full of asado. You don't want too much liquid, and then you're just going to pinch and crease over, pinch and crease over, pinch and crease over to make it into your siopao dough. And then you're going to twist the top like so, and that's your mini siopao. So let's try that again. So just roll it into a ball, and then I am going to roll it. I just want that nice ball, and then I'm going to roll it each side so I can have a nice circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it to be thin enough to add your filling. Not too thin because it'll break. And you're just going to keep rolling it until it's in that nice consistency. Okay. So I'm going to add my filling. I put a little bit too much sauce, but that's okay. Again, pinch and crease over, pinch and crease over. And then you want to twist it at the top so then you can close it up. So I use my rice cooker as my steamer. I just put some water, then use parchment paper to put under your siopao so it doesn't stick. And you want to steam it probably 10 minutes until it's nice and hot. Since everything's cooked, you're just waiting for the siopao to cook. And here is the finished product.
How easy was that? Right? I thought it was fun to make. I learned a little something of siopao dough, which my dad would always say, oh, that's so hard to make, it's so hard to perfect it. But actually, when I was making it, it wasn't so bad. So I hope you found this easy to make. If you're interested in actually learning more and going step by step and a deeper dive, I actually have a membership called Flip Fam Connect, where we do live streams of certain cooking recipes. We have some cultural lessons, and also we share some family-friendly paper crafts on there as well. I will link below the URL that you could check out and get more details, and you can register. Comment below. Would love to know what ideas or anything you want to learn from me for our next video. Talk to you guys later. Bye!